Hello, lighting people. It's Leducation 2024 in New York City, a month that is also marked by two newsworthy events happening in the lighting industry involving Genlyte Solutions, a Signify company, and ELA Synergy, a representative that serves the marketplace. So to talk about these exciting events that have recently happened, we have with us today Larry Rodger, the president of ELA Synergy, and Keith Eagle, the senior vice president of Genlyte Solutions. Larry, Keith, thanks so much for being here today. How's the show going so far, Larry?
Fantastic. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
And Keith, you folks have a lot of different brands showing here. How's the booth traffic?
Well, if you could see behind us, the buzz. It's I don't know what the record attendance is, but I'm sure we've already broken it in one day.
We're going to break the record.
That's
it's very exciting. And speaking of buzz, Keith Eagle, there has been a lot of buzz in this very marketplace. And there was 2 consecutive business days that the guy to your right helped in that, and you had a hand in it as well. Let's talk about the 2 noteworthy things. The first thing that happened is that the 2 of you came together. You're already business partners in many different ways in the advanced drivers, as well as Philips commercial professional lamps and throughout your footprint. But the big decision was to have you expand your Genlyte Solutions partnership from Philadelphia, Delaware, South Jersey, up the Turnpike to North Jersey and New York. So a new partnership in the North America's largest market, combined with another announcement that didn't involve Signify, but also they benefit from, which is you to merge Synergy with ELA to become ELA Synergy. Larry, that's a lot of news. That's a mouthful. Congratulations. Tell us behind the curtains, why did you do it, and tell us the story behind it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very exciting. I'm going to use that word as much as he uses sustainability. We're very excited about the formation of ELA Synergy. At Synergy, we have a trend of rolling up family agencies, multi-generation experienced family agencies. So we are actually made up in Philadelphia historically of 5 family agencies over the past 20 years that have gotten together. 4 years ago, as you know, we entered the New York marketplace, seeking out a larger available market and also seeing trends of geographic expansion amongst rep agents. So we made the acquisition 4 years ago of Pyramid Lighting in New York City. And we've really invested a lot and grown a lot with that business, and we've gotten to know the market to a degree. When the opportunity presented itself for us to expand with Signify, we had some conversations going on in the city, and we're feeling out cultures and personalities of different organizations. And we just really clicked with these ELA guys. And we said, if we're going to do this, we want to represent Signify and put our best foot forward in the marketplace in a huge market. These guys really know the market. It puts a lot more might and manpower behind us, and experience and market depth and knowledge. So that's how the whole thing came together, and it's our largest move. I said we moved with 6 family multi-generation agencies over the years. Getting together with ELA is our largest move for us, and makes us one of the largest agencies in the footprint that we serve.
Well, I know you're very close to it because you're the main stakeholder in it. It caused reverberations throughout the Northeast corridor. So Congratulations on all those moves. And for you, Keith, as the Genlyte Solutions standpoint, which is the family of luminaires and controls that you have, tell me, you're going back to maybe Philadelphia when you brought the Genlyte Solutions to Synergy in Philly, and tell me how you expanded and what the thought is behind that.
Well, the reason's because of Larry. No, I'm kidding. It's been an amazing partnership last 4 years. As you mentioned, started with lamps and ballasts, both LED and fluorescent, and then most recently last year to expand the Genlyte portfolio with Genlyte Solutions and controls. And no pun intended, but the culture that we have within Genlyte and what they have at Synergy, there is that synergistic culture, the winning attitude, found a way to do it. And then fast forward into what's in front of us, this opportunity in New York and in Northern Jersey. The foundation that they've laid in Philadelphia just will help us catapult and execute from a marketing standpoint with initiatives, the growth areas that we want to drive and that we want to drive together throughout from Philly, but especially New York.
Well, that sounds great. And when you consider, Keith, this will be your 3rd representative partner for the Genlyte Solutions in the last 3 years. And how are in the first few weeks or couple weeks of this being public now, how are the customers and the design community reacting to the news?
The reaction's been fantastic, again, because of the reputation they have in the ELA team in the marketplace. The reaction's optimistic. We want them to win, you guys to win with Genlyte. Sometimes third time's a charm, but no, with the team that they have in place, and they'll continue to build that, it's been so positive.
And we accelerated this merger, to really emphasize that at this show. It's interesting layout. We say they're in the attic and we're in the basement, but we've tied things together with a perfect match promotion. Of the perfect match coming together of ELA and Synergy, and so we have a tennis theme, and we're giving away luxury trips to the U.S. Open here in New York, and just having some fun tying the two brands together.
No, that's great. I did see your social media promoting the perfect match with the tennis rackets.
Yep.
Nice play on words there. And I didn't with the U.S. Open happening in Flushing. That's fantastic too. A few months away, 6 months away. Oh, there you
That's
go.
the logo.
All right.
Perfect.
That's
match.
why I'm under
Established 2024 with the tennis rackets.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So
See that?
so that's great news, and that's good camaraderie between the two companies that you have. Larry, let's talk more about your business, because your business is well known in electrical distributor circles, and certainly now having this kind of what used to be 3 markets now, spanning that 3 markets, because you have certain major distributors that do business and maybe dominate certain parts of that North Jersey and other places. So how does this help the electrical and the lighting come together, and can you be good at all of it?
Yep, I sure hope so. That's our goal, and that's our strategy. But to your point, we grew up on the supply side of the business. Synergy has roots going back 85 years in the Philadelphia marketplace in supply. So we're very, very close to the channel, and we've built a very different model in the Philadelphia market that no one else has, right? There are large rep firms all over the country that do supply and lighting, and they do them both well, but no one does it in our footprint, right? So the other trend that we followed is that geographic expansion, like I mentioned. So doing what we do, serving the channel, and being channel focused in a larger available market. But also the lines of the channel have blurred. You have a lot of distributors that operate in New York that have bled down into Philadelphia by acquisition or organic growth. So there's a lot of ties at distribution there, and I think it plays very well as our transition to the architectural lighting arena plays out. Our business is I said 85-year roots in supply in Philadelphia. We're only 10 years old in architectural lighting.
Wow.
And so we've invested a lot of money and experienced a lot of growth in that segment. So when the opportunity presented itself for a larger market to go down that avenue, we grabbed it, and we're just thrilled about where we are and where we sit in the market right now.
And even the pyramid people legacy, and now the new ELA people that come on board, that brings instant credibility and account relationships at the architectural level too, right?
The whole business, we are at Synergy. We focus a lot on technology and data, and we like to be ahead of our competitors in those arenas. But when you boil down, it's a people business. It's all about the people. And entering a new marketplace, when you look at the road that Synergy traveled into New York by acquiring Pyramid Lighting and associating ourselves with the Gilly family 4 years ago, and now, in just 4 years, joining forces with a much larger organization and having the wealth of knowledge like Ted Perlman and Tom Sika and Brian and John on our team, leadership that's positioned for a very long time. It's pretty exciting. The people are there, the relationships are there, and the market knowledge is there.
For sure, and I think we wrote on Inside Lighting recently kind of a short rhetorical question: is Philly, North Jersey, and New York becoming one market? The answer is no, but some manufacturers might see it as one line on their sales agent list. But ultimately, there's so many different types of customers here that you have to diversify your approach, and I know that the two of you know that very well. And Keith, when you look at Genlyte Solutions, and you manage the whole shebang here in North America for that, which is a very important job, but also just a lot of strategy that goes into who you choose to be your partners, like this whole discussion has been about so far. When you look at maybe more of a big picture outside of the Northeast, you have a certain large agent in the Southeast, another major agent in Northern California that is expanding to adjacent territory. When you look at kind of going all in with one company that now spans what used to be traditional multiple territories and shortening your agency list, does that maybe reduction of diversification hurt your portfolio, help your portfolio, or are you able to manage through it without any effect?
Yes.
Short answer.
And it keeps us up at night, for sure. Because but even between New York, Philly, even though people want to say the blend, every market is different.
Yeah.
But it starts with trust and relationship, regardless of the geography. If you have that trust and relationship with the agent partner, it does make it easy. However, if we look at the segments we want to grow in, similar to what Synergy's done, within a geography, are we growing in commercial industrial specs?
Yeah.
And this what we call the C&I space. Are we growing in stock and flow? Are we growing in renovation or ESCO? Are we growing in outdoor, municipality, public? If the answer is yes in all those, then how do we grow more?
Yeah.
If not, is there another alternative? And like any expansion or an acquisition, whether it's an agent, manufacturer, or distributor, you have to look at the variables. Is there a good succession plan? If no, that could be an opportunity. What's the equity of an agent or manufacturer that we want to buy? Because anytime that we expand, 1 and 1 has to equal 2.
Right.
It doesn't always happen that way, but it has to be. It starts with the trust and the relationship, and where we can grow in each one of those areas.
That's great. That's great. Well, I'm so happy for the two of you, Eagle, to bring something up that's completely unrelated and maybe even a little bit silly. With April 1st coming up, April Fool's Day just a few weeks away, I was toying with doing a fake story on Inside Lighting saying Sesco has become the global representative for Signify globally, but I'm not going to do that because I would probably cause some problems for you and the rest of the team.
That would.
But in any case, we know that you're not.
I say you do it.
I like him. I like him. That's
There
great.
goes our relationship.
Well, I am just so pleased to have this conversation, get some of the insights behind the strategy, and it's definitely gotten some attention. We'll be watching as you folks gel and become this cohesive team that seems to be moving in the right direction. I'm an industry observer. This one tastes right. It really looks good, and I'll be excited to see how it evolves. So, Keith, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
And Larry, so good to
Thank
meet you. Congratulations on all the great moves.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Thank you.
Yep.